Hello, Da here from Timeslip Softworks. Welcome to the 15th development video for Vigilantes, in which I'll cover the changes which have been made to the 4th alpha release of the game. Now, the 4th alpha release should be available today. It's available from Humble and IGS through my own website on the widgets for the paid version, and the free version, which is currently the same as the paid version, is available from IndieDB. There have been two new weapon classes added in this update. The first one of these is the sniper rifle. Now, as you can guess from a sniper rifle, there's good long range damage, a relatively high AP cost, and better than average accuracy for firearms. There are some problems with the weapons too, which will sort of emerge as the enemies get close. But for now, I'm just going to target this enemy. Now, if you keep an eye on the bottom left of the screen, you'll notice that 5 AP is the current cost of this attack. It's a snapshot. If I left click, it will cost 6 AP for a normal shot and increase the chance to hit. Now, for sniper rifles, you can also increase this one more. This is an aimed shot, and I'm just going to go with that. And so as you can sort of expect from sniper rifle, lower end enemies is going to do an awful lot of damage to them. And I'm going to end the turn now, let the enemies get close, and this will kind of bring to the surface some of the problems with sniper rifles. Now, immediately you'll notice that in the bottom right there that there's an icon has appeared. Now, this is just a placeholder. It'll be replaced fairly shortly. This is to suggest that your character is crowded, so they're using a two-handed ranged weapon, which is not a shotgun, and they have an enemy in an adjacent tile, which, so if they're trying to shoot, the enemy may be able to knock them off, since the weapon they're using is kind of a little more cumbersome than a smaller weapon. So this crowded penalty is common to both assault rifles and sniper rifles. Now, there is an additional penalty with sniper rifles because of their focus on long-range combat. So you notice now there's an R icon there, which is also a placeholder. This suggests that the target the character is trying to hit is below the weapon's minimum range. So this adds another chance to hit penalty, and as you can see, you have a 5% chance to hit in this circumstance. You'll basically, if the chance to hit is shown as red, it means that there's something wrong. There's some sort of penalty being applied to it. So there's very little point in taking this shot. And I'll move on and show the next weapon type. This is the bladed weapon class. There's 3 hand-to-hand classes. There's, well, hand-to-hand itself, that's feet and fists. There's bladed, and there's blunt. From a design point of view, these haven't really, each one of these will do hasn't really been established yet, not fully. I have some ideas, but I haven't really made a final decision on them. So if you have any ideas or you'd like to talk about the possibilities here, you're welcome to drop by the forums. I'll leave the address in the video, at the bottom of the video. So hopefully, I hope to distinguish all these. So there will be a specific reason why you might want to pick bladed over hand to hand, or hand to hand over blunt. For now, I'm just going to finish this. Yeah, and he's dodged that. Okay, it's a rather gruesome sound effect, but there you go. Now, another reason why I launched this a little earlier than I was intending to, I noticed that there were a couple of issues with the last release. There was a possibility that an enemy moving may cause a crash. So I wanted just to take care of that. There were also some more kind of responsivity issues. I tried to make the input more responsive, so if you were to say change your item, say you change that to a healing kit, you wouldn't have to move on and off the tile for that to be recognized as you trying to heal yourself. In the first I think 2 updates, you had to move on and off if you had the mouse over your character before the animation of drawing the weapon or drawing the item completed. So I tried to fix that, and I introduced a couple of other issues. I think these have all been fixed now, hopefully. If you run into any problems, please let me know and I'll fix them. So basically I moved a little more quickly with the 4th release than I initially intended. There have been a couple of new perks added this time as well. Both of them relate to the precision rifle. You can see this one is for proficiency. Precision rifle proficiency reduces the chance to hit penalty from firing a precision rifle with an adjacent opponent. So that relates to the crowded mechanic, so that'll halve the penalty from crowded. The second one is from the hip, and that basically reduces the minimum range of precision rifles by 2. So that makes it, enemies have to get that bit closer before they render your shots from a sniper rifle ineffective. And the largest single update in this version has been, I've gotten rid of the Unity launcher and replaced the graphics options in game. Now there are a couple of reasons why I've done this. First one, the main reason, is because it will allow a greater level of control for whatever settings you want. So you can, rather than picking a preset in the Unity launcher, you can tweak each one now as you like. And currently you can just change them in game, and they'll update in the game automatically. Now there may be other settings which I add later, which you may need to exit to the main menu or perhaps restart, but for now you can just change anything and the changes will be immediately obvious. Covering a couple of other reasons, the Unity launcher itself just doesn't look very good, and since I'm using a custom in-game input with the key bindings here, you have to do a little work with the Unity launcher to kind of clean it up if you're doing that, and that's just it's just time I have to spend every time I make a release. It's just one thing I'd kind of forgotten. I added an end. A member of the NDDB suggested an end turn button, and it's a good idea. I kind of been meaning to put it in, but I've forgotten, so I've added that in also, and thanks for the suggestion. And that's more or less it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the development video, and if you'd like to drop by and talk about the game, I'll leave a link for the forums below. You're more than welcome. So thank you, and I'll see you again.